Sometimes you love them, sometimes you don't. Over the years, the game has seen some of the most favourite footballers and some of the most hated ones too. So I just had to make a list of the two coming up against each other. Starting with the hated guys, we've got to kick it off with him, El Hadji Ousseynou Diouf. This Senegalese-born footballer started his career as a wonder kid everyone wanted to see. But he retired as one of the most hated footballers in the history of English football. You know how most of the time when a player is hated, it's usually by fans of the rival team, like what Barca fans feel for Pepe. But this guy's case is a lot different. Everyone hates him. Rival fans, fans of his team, his own teammates, and even his coach. Yes, he was just that bad. A former teammate, Jamie Carragher, once called him the worst teammate ever. He said he enjoyed playing against him because he could kick him. According to Jamie, Diouf had the worst attitude. He didn't care if the team won or lost. And that is not all. Diouf almost went fist to fist with his captain Steven Gerrard. During half-time, Steven Gerrard called him out on not passing, and Diouf, being the hot-headed guy that he was, completely lost it. Yes, his teammates don't like him, but you know who hates him more? The fans he spat on. Yes, you heard that right. In a UEFA Cup game, Diouf spat in the face of a fan and got a 2-match ban, and had to pay multiple fines. And when we thought this guy had learned his lesson, he left Liverpool for Boston and spat on another fan, this time an 11-year-old. We can keep going on and on about the horrible things this guy did, but right now I'd rather talk about one of the most loved players in the history of the Premier League. N'Golo Kante. Just take a look at this guy. I don't know what this guy does better, play football or smile. This is one of those players you can't hate. No matter the team you support or how much you hate Chelsea or his current team, Al Ittihad, you just can't hate N'Golo Kante. Kante's success story is one I always love to hear. How he used to pick valuable dirt from the street for his parents to sell, to joining Leicester and choosing to jog to the training ground instead of getting a car. And after much pressure from his teammates to get a car, he went for a Mini Cooper. Bro joined Chelsea and still held on to the Mini Cooper, although he could afford to get supercars. This guy is built differently. Remember the 2018 World Cup when France won the tournament and Kante was too shy to ask for the trophy? But let's talk about another Chelsea legend who kept getting himself into things that made him one of the most hated players in the world. John Terry. The thing with John Terry is he always finds new ways to get on the nerves of people around him. Sometimes I feel like he genuinely wants to be hated, and anytime he notices that the world is at peace with him, he'll strike again. He's done so many stupid things in his career. For example, this guy once in a nightclub urinated in a glass cup, and when he was asked why, he said he had a toe injury. Like, what the hell? You have a toe injury? What are you doing in a nightclub? But hold on, there's more. He had an affair with his teammate's girlfriend and got her pregnant. Talk about betrayal. Because why would you do that to not just your teammate, but a good friend? And if you think that is bad, hear this. He cheated on his wife on 8 different occasions. John Terry is that one guy you don't want as a friend, teammate or husband, unlike this next guy. Meet Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane was born in Senegal, and let's just say his rise to the top was anything but smooth. Aside from the fact that he was born in the poor part of Senegal to really poor parents, he lost his dad at the early age of 7. At 15, he went for a scouting trial in Dhaka. He got picked and, well, we know what happened next. In a matter of years, Sadio Mane was one of the biggest stars in England. He was a key part of Liverpool's attack. With Liverpool, he won the Champions League and Premier League. He joined German giants Bayern Munich and won the Bundesliga. And let's not forget that he scored the penalty kick that earned Senegal the AFCON trophy. Sadio Mane is a warrior on the pitch, but there is more to this guy. He takes charity to a whole new level. His donations to his country are mind-blowing. Building a hospital and a secondary school in his village, and also donating to the Senegalese government during COVID. He still, to this day, donates to his village monthly. This guy never forgot where he came from. But there is another Liverpool guy who is nothing like Sadio Mane. Mane is loved, but this one is hated. He is none other than Luis Suarez. Now, this is it. Luis Suarez is no cap one of the best strikers in the world. He does not only make headlines for banger goals, but for his disgusting behavior. Uruguay clashed with Ghana in the 2010 World Cup, and Luis Suarez did something that not only pissed the Ghanaians, but the whole of Africa. The thing is, Ghana was on its way to make history. First African team to get to the World Cup semi-final. Ghana had the whole of Africa behind them. The game started pretty well for Ghana. They scored the first goal of the match right before the first half was over. Uruguay leveled the game 10 minutes into the second half. The game went into extra time, and in the 120th minute, Ghana won themselves a free kick. The ball was crossed into the box. Next, Ghanaian defender John Painstill headed the ball perfectly, and for a second there, it looked like Ghana had secured their spot in the semi-final. But out of nowhere, Luis Suarez did this. Ghana was awarded a penalty, but they missed and still went ahead to lose the penalty shootout. So yeah, you can imagine how much love Ghana fans have for Suarez. But Suarez was not done getting on people's nerves. He decided it was cool to bite players on the pitch. Bro had been punished for this 3 times. I guess he's not learning his lesson or does not care that he is hated. He is the opposite of the next guy on the list, Marcus Rashford. The thing is with Rashford, yes, he plays for United. He may not be loved by all Man United fans because of how inconsistent he is on the pitch, or maybe that's just a United problem. But anyway, to the rest of England, this guy is an angel. If Sadio Mane was from England, it would be Rashford. This guy, just like Mane, was born into a poor family and experienced hell growing up. He finally became a pro footballer, and he has taken it upon himself to make life easier for poor kids in his country. This guy raised 20 million in donations to help foundations that attend to child poverty. This gesture forced the British government to donate 400 million to these foundations. Rashford is also partnered with Selfridges to help some of Manchester's biggest homeless shelters. Rashford only read his first book when he was 17, so created a book club that'll help disadvantaged children read more. He is also an ambassador for the food poverty charity FareShare. He helped launch the full-time meals campaign for FareShare. While Rashford is doing all he can to save lives, this next guy once set his own bathroom on fire, putting the lives of everyone around him at risk. I'm talking about Mario Balotelli. This guy is probably the most controversial footballer in history. He's always doing things that'll make fans ask questions, like in 2011 when he set off fireworks in his bathroom. Of course, there was a fire. Fortunately, the evacuation process was fast enough. Balotelli is known for one thing: recklessness. Remember when he tried to score with his back turned to the goal and missed? Imagine how mad his teammates, manager and City fans felt after he tried that. Balotelli is that one guy who does whatever he wants, not caring about how others view him. But this next guy is a sweetheart. His teammates absolutely love him, and the fans adore him. Heung-min Son. Just like N'Golo Kante, Son is a player you can't hate. If you are a Tottenham fan or not, you most likely love him. And one other thing he has in common with Kante is the 24/7 smile. And to make it better, he makes sure everyone around him is also smiling. One time he was playing against Chile, and he noticed 2 Chile players arguing, and he took it upon himself to stop both players before the issue got worse. Bro not only cares about his teammates, but his opponents also. Remember how he literally broke down after the Andre Gomez injury? According to Son's former teammate, Gareth Bale, Son is the nicest man in football. Son is always happy, even when the team loses. He tries to cheer himself up and his teammates also. He is probably the most loved footballer in history. But this next guy has to be the most hated footballer in history. Joey Barton. The thing with Joey Barton is the closer you get to him, the more you hate him. According to his teammates, this guy is simply a bully. He once, with his teammate's eye, put out a cigarette. And wait, it gets worse. He was once sentenced to 6 months in jail for punching a man in the face 20 times. How do you punch someone in the face 20 times? Then there's the time he had a fight with Ousmane Dabo. Dabo ended with a detached retina. One thing is sure, Joey Barton is not the guy you want to piss off. And to end this video, a footballer who earned the love of football fans by not just his crazy skills, but his beautiful heart. Jack Grealish is one of the most entertaining footballers to watch. He plays like the ball is glued to his feet. Watching this guy play alone fills the heart with so much joy and love. But wait till you hear the donations he has made to charity. During the pandemic, he donated £150,000 to a hospital. That's minus the £5,000 he donated to a guy that was battling leukemia. But it is not just about the money. He met an 11-year-old City fan who was suffering from cerebral palsy. These two quickly became friends, and to honour the 11-year-old boy, he borrowed his celebration after scoring in the World Cup. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button to Free Kick Corner for more content like this.